Hey, Highlander fans, Mike Ventola back with you as we are thrilled to have Kelly DiCristina with us. And Kelly, first and foremost, thanks for hanging out with us. And secondly, how's everything going with you?
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I'm good. Good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. I tell you, this has been nice. I've been interviewing a few athletes and, I ask how they're doing. They say what they got to say. Now they're starting to ask me how I'm doing. I'm really like feeling special over here. But it's great. That's what the NGIT community is all about, caring for one another. And it's been awesome. So, Kelly, um, obviously it's right now, it's been a little bit of a crazy time. I know you're back on campus. Classes have begun. But before we get kind of to the present, let's talk a little bit about the past. What was your summer like? I know you had an internship at National Security Innovation Network. What can you tell us about your internship?
So my internship was with the National Security Innovation Network, and they have projects all across the Department of Defense. So I got contracted out to a company called Naval X, which is a super connector across the Navy. It's like a relatively new company, and they work to just connect and spread the Scrum and Agile thinking to help the Navy accomplish what it needs to accomplish. So I was specifically working with the Center for Adaptive Warfighting, which was the team that taught the classes to different commands all over the Navy and Marines, even started exploring like the Army, like to get everywhere. And I helped them analyze their survey data, teach the classes. It was really an awesome experience overall.
Was going to say, sounds thrilling. I mean, to do any type of work with our United States military has got to be phenomenal, no matter obviously in what avenue. And that's great that you were able to do so. But a follow up question to that is now that obviously spent a little time, do what you got to do for the Navy. So I guess when Army Navy plays one another at some point, does that mean you're going to be rooting for Navy over Army now moving forward?
Yes, I guess I will, because I worked with so many of them and they were awesome. Actually, that went to Navy school,
No,
so it was very cool.
No, that's awesome. So, but to follow up more with that too, just for folks who are unaware, what's your major? And secondly, with studying for your major, how much of your major was able to really help you with National Security Innovation Network?
So my major is biomedical engineering, and although this internship was it was more like business, more project management. I got to use like the way like an engineer thinks, like to problem solve. That's how like I tackled all the problems they gave me. And I learned a lot more like soft skills too, like how to work with people with completely different backgrounds and experiences with you, completely different jobs to like accomplish one goal. So that was really awesome for me to learn too.
That's great. So obviously, getting an internship, having a good summer, getting the opportunity to, spend some time furthering your education, furthering, your chance for obviously once you move on from NGIT. But now that we're in the present time, with no fall sports, but you're still trying to find ways to keep busy, keep your body in shape for your next season. And how's that process been with not only for yourself but for your teammates and coaches as well?
So I know our team as a whole, we've all been doing workouts. We all upload our workouts onto like one Google sheet so everyone can see what everyone's doing. That's how usually we go about it. Everyone's been running. It's mostly on your own. Now I think next week we'll start like running, or not running together, but lifting together. So that should be awesome. I haven't seen a lot of them since March, since we left. But it's been a lot of like running. Our coaches gave us strength and condition, like strength workouts to do. So everyone's been doing those. So overall, it's kind of like a normal summer for us because we normally just train for our next season anyway over the summer and just build up miles.
Now, and I'm sure too, because we're talking with a lot of athletes. I know there's been a lot of Zoom calls, not even just so much for the X's and O's and how you're getting better as a team, within your own individual workouts, but also too, for team camaraderie as well too. So, were you and your coaches and teammates were you able to have some Zoom calls, at least kind of catch up with how life is, and talk about some fun things outside of obviously schoolwork and your normal prep work for obviously and trying to stay prepared as an athlete?
Oh yes, definitely. We had Zoom calls. We have a lot of group chats going, and our coaches call us all individually to check in and see how we're doing. So there's a lot of communication overall this summer, especially with everything going on.
Oh, that's great. So I did want to ask you too. I know NGIT joining the America East Conference, no longer with the A Sun. When you heard the news, what were your initial thoughts? Excited? Think it could be a challenge going from one conference to another?
Oh, definitely. I was definitely excited. Sad to lose the ASUN. I did like going to Florida to run. That was definitely cool. But I'm excited that hopefully now we can see them more, like the teams at more meets, especially for running, because we really only saw them once, and that was the championship because of location. So that should be cool. Like also, I like how they stress so much like academics, civic engagement, and community service, especially being on SAC, seeing all the initiatives that we're going to get to do this year. I'm excited to watch NJIT achieve it, and I think it's going to be a really good fit for us overall.
Well, Kelly, I want to thank you so much for talking with us here today. Best of luck, obviously, back on campus. Good luck with your classes and good luck staying in shape and getting prepared for your next season. And hopefully we'll get a chance to do this again.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Of course. All right, folks, that's Kelly DiCristina. I'm Mike Ventola. And as always, thanks for watching.